Sam Presti and the Thunder organization have officially locked up their big three for the foreseeable future, and the message that they're sending to everybody out there is, we don't care what you think about the luxury tax, we don't care what you think about the second apron, we are going to continue to invest in our young players, our core, and we are going to dominate this game for a very long time. Now, first of all, I have to commend Sam Presti and this organization for not only building out a championship roster and doing this thing organically from the ground up. I have so much respect for that. But second of all, for getting these contracts done and not lowballing any of your players. We all know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander received a 4-year, $285 million contract extension last week. Then it was Chet Holmgren who received a 5-year, $250 million contract. And then yesterday, Jalen Williams, J-Dub, got his contract 5 years, up to $287 million. Every single one of those guys deserved every single penny of those contracts. I will not let anybody else tell me otherwise that Chet or J-Dub was overpaid. They deserve that money. But in this video, I really want to talk about my honest thoughts and opinions about these guys receiving these max contracts, what it's really going to look like for Oklahoma City now moving forward, and what this just kind of means for other teams out there that want to pay 3 maximum contracts on their cap sheet. Let's go ahead and talk about all of that here today. Now, for Oklahoma City, they obviously did an incredible job by ensuring that they locked up these guys right now for the foreseeable future. And yes, there are questions and reservations about their limited financial cap flexibility moving forward, but with the salary cap going up in future years, especially once these contracts go in, it won't be as bad, but still nonetheless, you're still going to have over 80 to 90% of your cap in these 3 guys. Then you're pushing that luxury tax threshold, then the first and second apron, which is something that we're just going to slightly gloss over in this video. Now, according to Keith Smith, he stated that the Thunder have some team options to figure out when rookie scale extensions will kick in for Chet Holmgren and Jalen Williams. If OKC keeps everyone, they'll be facing a tax bill of over $180 million. Next season, 2026-27, the Thunder will be just below the second apron with the roster as is. And to build on that point, I think it is a very fair argument and a reason for hesitation for many fans across the NBA to say that if you are going to have 3 maximum guys who all deserve that money, how is the rest of your roster going to round out? Because right now, the way that Oklahoma City is currently put together with guys like Isaiah Hartenstein, Alex Caruso, Lou Dort, Cason Wallace, you name it, you can essentially kiss those players goodbye once those contracts kick in. And when those guys are gone, essentially you're going to have to get younger and develop talent quicker, which is something that Sam Presti has shown time and time again alongside Mark Daigneault that this Oklahoma City team is more than capable of doing. Just want to take a moment to say, if you are enjoying today's video and appreciating this type of work and coverage from me, the best and easiest way to support me is by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below. It's free and it helps me out tremendously. My goal is to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. And if you guys want more exclusive content from me outside of YouTube on my social medias, the links are in the description down below in the link tree. But thank you so much, and let's go ahead and get back to today's video. Not only is Sam Presti absolutely loaded with a litany of draft capital, especially in these following seasons where I believe he has 3 first-round picks in next year's draft. I believe he has 3 in 2027. Sam Presti is an absolute magician. If there is any general manager who is more than capable of managing this roster around those 3 maximum contracts and ensuring that he can nail and draft talent and then develop that talent with Mark Daigneault, Sam Presti is the guy, and this Oklahoma City Thunder organization is the perfect organization to go to for that. I have to commend them all from top to bottom. And while I'm on the topic really quickly about draft picks and nailing those picks, I loved the pick to draft Thomas Sorber in this year's draft. I watched a ton of Big East basketball. It's my absolute favorite conference to watch. And Thomas Sorber, I think with time, once he continues to refine his skill set, is going to be a really good player in Oklahoma City. But all in all, when I take a look at how Oklahoma City has grown, the way that this team has continued to find a way to be resilient, get through adversity, whether that's losing in the playoffs, whether that's getting guys down with injury and bouncing back, this team has shown time and time again that they are more than capable of not just being a team that won the championship this year and that they're not going to make another finals run. This team absolutely has the capabilities, especially with their core guys being at such a young age, of making another finals run this year. We have not seen a team since the Golden State Warriors win back-to-back finals since, what was it, 2016-17? Or no, it was 2017-18 when they did it. 2016 was the Cavaliers. We haven't seen a team win it since then in back-to-back years, and I really think that this Oklahoma City team, with their youth and the core that they still have in place at least for another year, to be able to keep these guys here, they have a legitimate shot even in a very tough Western Conference. And although there's not really much I can say that I haven't already said about how great this Oklahoma City team is, how great they can continue to be for the future moving forward, and just the way that they're able to bring in and develop talent, it is second to none. I truly believe that Chet Holmgren deserved every single penny of that contract. I understand the injuries have, kind of added up, and he is somebody that is extremely injury prone, but Chet Holmgren was obviously an integral part to the success of this championship team. He deserved that money. For J-Dub as an incredible second option, somebody who has excelled and really bounced back from that not so good and inconsistent performance that he had in that postseason last year, especially when they lost to the Dallas Mavericks. J-Dub now became somebody that Oklahoma City could lean on and count on, and when SGA was consistently getting double teamed and full court pressed, especially in the finals, J-Dub stepped up to the task. He had that incredible 40-point performance in Game 5, and Jalen Williams proved to the NBA world why he's such an athletic guard, obviously an incredible and versatile defender 1 through 4, and he deserved to make All-NBA. He deserved to make All-NBA defensive second team. And I think that this core has just proven time and time again how resilient they are, how great that they are collectively as a group that all fit and complement one another's skill set. And I think the most important thing that is not getting recognized enough is the fact that other teams can't organically do it the way that Oklahoma City do it. And that's why I have so much respect for them. Same thing with the Boston Celtics. Now, I know when the Celtics did it, they traded for Kristaps Porzingis, they traded for Drew Holiday, they brought in championship caliber pieces to ensure that their team was going to be head and shoulders above the competition. But they still built their organization from the ground up when they went through all of those trials and tribulations with Jason Tatum, with Jaylen Brown, with their core with Marcus Smart before they eventually moved off and pivoted. That's exactly what Oklahoma City did. They traded for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They nailed that 2022 draft class. They brought in talent and they developed them with guys like Isaiah Joe and Cason Wallace, guys that other teams necessarily didn't want, but Oklahoma City saw potential in them, developed them, and put them into a system and play. And that speaks volumes to Mark Dagnall and both Sam Presti for the job that they've done. I absolutely commend them for everything. And just to cap off this video, I probably sounded like an Oklahoma City, homer the entire time that I was talking in this video. But, I think as somebody like myself who is an honest lover and enjoyer of the game of basketball, yeah, I criticize teams. Yeah, I criticize players, obviously, right? But I feel like I can look at the game through an objective lens and understand right from wrong. Even when I'm not always right, I can at least appreciate the fact when teams are making an effort, when I think teams really have a good fundamental core and piece that they're trying to build with. And I do think that I try to look at the game from an honest lens, even though I'm a fan of certain players, even though I'm a fan of certain teams, and sometimes I do allow that bias unconsciously to get in the way. I can give praise and respect where it's due, and Oklahoma City absolutely deserves all of the praise that they're getting right here. But thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching today's video. If you guys want more exclusive content from me outside of here just on YouTube, you can go ahead and follow me on my socials. The links to all of my socials are in the link tree down below. And if you guys want to go ahead and see my written work, I publish all of my work through Fansided, so you guys can go ahead and check that out there as well. But thank you guys again, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.